to the Annadelna podcast.
Episode 29.
He actually knows. Today we are interviewing the wonderful Pastelle Possum. So, to start off
Hello.
the interview, who are you?
I am the Possum Princess.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Truly magnificent. Brought here in a not a trailer. What is it? Carriage? People use carriages.
A garbage can on wheels?
It's a trash can, but it's more of a TARDIS if you really want to think about it. It's bigger on the inside.
It's a fancy trash can.
Of course, of course. What are your preferred pronouns?
Yes.
Understood.
So, any pronouns?
Any, yeah.
And what is your favorite color and text font?
My favorite color, I don't have one, I have two. It is pink and blue, like cotton candy. My favorite text font, I really like it's an old one. It's from like Word, and it was like curly. It had like little curlies at the bottoms of like the little straight parts on the letters. I don't know what it was called though.
Kind of like cursive but written as print.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. So if you can find one that looks like cursive, and if you can't find it, just put it in wingdings. I'm sure that'll be fine. Have you seen the podcast before? Like, and if you have, what segments possibly have you seen? Like a few questions.
Goodness gracious.
I like to ask questions to cause psychological damage, so you know.
I have in fact done that because I have the memory of a possum still.
Of course.
Based.
I did watch the one with Lockhart, but I don't really remember much about it.
That's good. That's good. First questions are always the best questions. Oh, should we ask the question, have you been interviewed before?
Probably.
That seems like a good question to add.
I think it'd be a good question to ask.
So, have you been interviewed before?
No.
Alright. And that's written down. What age rating do you shoot for with your stream?
18 plus.
Absolutely.
18 plus.
And just to have an idea, where do you stream?
Oh, I stream over on Twitch.
Okay.
So not much on YouTube?
No, I think I have a VODs channel, but I hardly ever post to it.
Fair, fair, fair. That's why you gotta get the team set up. You gotta have people watching so they can clip the good moments, the great moments, because it's always going to be good, and then clip everything together for the VOD channel. Because you know, the best thing about having a VOD channel is having the VOD that you streamed 3 days ago being uploaded today.
Stay classy,
Alright.
be trashy.
So a little question about the TARDIS trash can. The first question: why?
Why not?
So we're gonna talk about some behind the scenes lore here.
Absolutely,
Yippee.
we need all of it.
Originally I was not a princess. In fact, the princess thing is relatively new. Because I lost all of the assets that I had handmade for a different version. It was going to be a bard. And when I lost all of that, I was just like, oh, well, I promised I'd do a new thing. Uh-oh. This dress looks pretty. Okay, we're gonna use that. I'm a princess now. Hi. But initially, it was how all of my friends and I met. Was everyone fell into my trash can because they either thought that it was a normal trash can or like they knocked it over and this random little possum lady came spilling out of it. It was a way to connect everyone's lore.
Of course. When you say the trash can bigger on the inside, people knock it over. Are you going for a Narnia feel or?
So it's not a full kingdom on the inside. It's it's just a little house that just kind of moves around for me. Whenever I'm not in the palace, that's where I live.
Cozy.
Okay. So you have a palace that stays where it is, and you have a nice little vacation home that you can take with you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Um, okay. When you say bard, I understand that the most common interpretation of a bard is going to be the D&D equivalent. But what do you mean by when you say bard? Like, what is that to you?
So I am a huge D&D nerd. At one point in time, I had a campaign that I ran with a bunch of friends that we were all VTubers doing our little VTuber things in D&D. And I have always been very musically inclined. I grew up playing the flute and the piccolo and a little bit of the trumpet and the piano and singing. So I figured a bard would just be a good fit.
Um, flute and all the other ones, those are called wind or woodwind
Reed.
instruments, right?
All of them are wind instruments.
Wind.
The trumpet is a brass instrument, and the piano is a piano.
Piano is a
Oh,
piano.
okay, okay. Um, what have you been up to this week?
Um, this week I've been mostly just kind of taking it easy, though I did play a little bit of a Hello Kitty Adventure Island for the first time on Friday.
Eek.
Surprisingly, this has been a topic on our interviews multiple times, Hello Kitty. Um, we've only heard good things, but the problem we keep running into is it feels like a mobile game with an open world, so it kind of turned us off of it. How do you feel about it?
So I think it might have actually started as a mobile game.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're playing it, I got it through Steam, and if you're playing it, then there's like a little button. I don't know if you've ever played like Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail or any of those kinds of like more open worldy mobile things.
Every
But there's
time.
always
Oh, sorry, continue.
there's always a little trackpad that you use with your thumb to make the character move. And even in the Steam like import of it, it still has that. And you can use your mouse to move with it, which is really weird. So I think it may have actually been a mobile game.
Yeah, yeah, it
I
was, it was.
yeah, it was.
Ah. Um Otherwise I like it quite a lot.
That's fair. Are
I
you a big fan of the? I'm sorry about that. What do you want to ask?
The whole thing about it is that the reason why it costs so much money is that it has all of the like optional paid stuff built into it since it was a mobile game with all the FOMO stuff.
So you can get two versions of it. One of them is cheaper and one of them is more expensive. The more expensive one does have all of the stuff in it and it just gives it to you for free.
Kind of like a deluxe version of a game.
It it does actually call it the Hello Kitty Island Adventure Deluxe Edition.
Makes sense.
Were you big into Stardew Valley or the other game where you're a person dropped on an island and you have to help your animal friends? What is the game
The
called?
Animal
Animal
Crossing?
Crossing, yes. Oh,
I did play a lot of Animal Crossing New Horizons, I think was the most recent one when
hmm
it first came out. And I played, I believe it's called Fields of Mistra, which was really good. I need to finish it.
I think I've heard of that one before.
It's like Stardew Valley, but all of the art style in it, it's more of a higher fantasy version of Stardew Valley, and the art style is like 80s to 90s anime aesthetic.
have you played or heard of Harvest Moon?
I have heard of Harvest Moon, I have never played one though.
Fair. Would you recommend Hello Kitty to people who enjoy the Animal Crossing experience, or would you say they're different things?
Depends on the part of the Animal Crossing experience,
Mm.
because the Hello Kitty game, this is going to sound really weird because it's a Hello Kitty game, but the way that it functions with the the characters, like the actual Sanrio characters, like Hello Kitty, My Melody, all of them. is that it like is almost like a dating sim.
Huh. I didn't.
You have to go in daily and give them gifts to build up a reputation with them.
So it's more a Stardew Valley than Hello or Animal Crossing. I remember it.
Yeah, but there is also the you have to run around and gather like sand dollars and you get to go fishing and it does have a net that you go catch little critters with that works almost exactly like the Animal Crossing one. And I think they may have actually ripped the animation, but I am not sure. It is so similar.
Hmm.
I would never claim that a large company stole from another large company. I'm not brave enough.
I think they're like really closely tied together, so I don't think it's that big of an issue.
Fair. So when did you start streaming and why?
I actually just recently passed my full first year.
Oh, congratulations.
I started to stream because I wanted friends.
Fair and valid.
That's pretty much the whole reason. I was just lonely. I wanted friends.
Honestly, very fair. Uh,
Well, you
so
consider your anniversary to be like a week ago?
It was at the beginning of August. It was the 5th, I do believe.
okay.
Do you know what sign that makes your stream?
I have absolutely no idea.
All right. I need to get more astrology nerd about people's streaming anniversaries. I think that'd be great.
Hmm.
So we have a little bit of an idea of where the concept of your model comes from.
Mhm.
What about being a possum bard, which then turned into a possum princess? Why did you decide to do that?
Um, like I said, I lost all of the assets and I didn't feel like redoing all of them. And the dress was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
you had a model, but then you lost that model and you got this one?
yes, I
Oh,
had
I apologize. When you
yeah.
said that, I thought you were only talking about the dress. I didn't realize the full thing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had to switch computers and when I did, the drive that it had been stored on got corrupted.
Mm.
We've lost 3 hard drives over the past 2 years because
Yeah,
your
I had
computer decided to just burn them out for some reason.
Oh,
uh God, there was some sort of cord that
Hmm.
combusted, exploded, and burned,
Yeah,
and I lost my original model, so I just remade it, and then I just made it better.
we had a whole debut stream. It was sick.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, we lost a couple of hard drives to that. It was
It was
brutal.
tough, but we made it through.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, with the fact of how quote unquote off the cuff the whole debut thing was, you picked it up well.
Yeah.
That's what you need, good improv skills.
Mm-hmm. We also lost all of the data that was on my external hard drive.
Yeah,
Well, we didn't lose it. You deleted all of it.
I sure did.
oh,
Uh, anyways, uh, we know your catchphrase, but for the rest of chat and anyone watching the interview, do you have a catchphrase?
stay classy and trashy.
Mm-hmm. Do
That's fair.
do you eat the
Gotta have a
trash?
balance. Do I eat trash? No, I do not eat trash.
I guess that is just
Mostly,
raccoons.
mostly I drink tea.
Tea is lovely. What's your favorite kind of tea?
Oh my goodness, I love a good hibiscus tea.
Mmm.
I just gotta say, it doesn't matter where the food came from. The second it's on my plate, it's gourmet. So I've never eaten trash in my life. I want to be clear about that to the people listening.
Fair enough. I really like a good chamomile.
Oh, chamomile's good.
Hmm.
Chamomile is very good with some honey.
Oh yeah, a little bit of honey, a drop or two of milk. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Do you put milk in your tea?
Yes, I use vanilla almond milk.
Oh, same.
I
My
have to
husband
say,
thinks
you're
I'm
both
weird for
wrong. Yes,
putting.
that is correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Putting milk in tea, number one, British. Number two, you're just incorrect.
Mm.
The only way that you should drink tea or anything else is pure, no sugar. You know what? Cut the water out as well. Eat the tea bag.
Just eat the tea bag and then pour boiling water in your mouth.
You don't. I said cut out
Munch
the water.
crunch.
There you go.
Ooh,
Easy
crunchy.
peasy. People have been chewing tobacco for years. We already know how to do it. Just put it in the bottom of your
Yeah.
lip and start sucking.
Ugh.
Um,
Eat the cup. Were there any inspirations for your content?
Not particularly. I mean, I had a couple of VTubers that I really liked watching, but there was nothing specific. I mean, I've always really liked high fantasy stuff, so I kind of stuck with that a lot. Um, but other than that, I mean, I suppose I drew a lot of inspiration from the friends that I made along the way.
Absolutely. That's the point. You gotta make the friends so that you can eat the good parts and then make yourself better. Or maybe that's a slime thing. Um,
Uh,
so here's a question that's not on the list, but I want to ask it because I think it's really funny to be complicated. All right. So if you, who you are right now, were to be put into the story of Cinderella and you had to leave the ball at the middle of the night, otherwise the magic would wear off, what would the prince find lying on the ground that would be able to identify you versus everyone else?
oh, hmm. Let's see here.
Hmm.
I don't think it would be a shoe.
Of course, of course.
Mm.
Um, maybe one of the roses or the necklace.
Oh.
Mm.
I don't want to look this up because I will fall into a rabbit hole, but can possums just drop their tail off, or is that not a thing they can do?
They cannot drop their tail off. However, most of us lose our tails. It's really sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
The winters get really cold, and the tails, they're very prone to frostbite.
Yeah, that's how
damn.
it goes. I was hoping that if they did, they would regrow like the way lizards do.
No, it would
Oh,
be so fun.
now I'm sad. All right, back to the interview. What's your favorite type of wood or tree?
Of what?
What's your favorite kind of wood and or tree?
Wood or tree? Wood
Yeah,
or tree?
mine is oak.
Mm.
I like the way oak looks and hardwood floors and stuff like that.
I like a good
I quite,
fragrant wood.
I quite like wisteria trees.
Wisteria.
I like the flowers on them. They're very pretty.
Oh yeah, those are very pretty.
Scary. I think I've got to change my answer to that one tree that is an entire forest, but because of the fact that all of their roots are mingled together, they're counted as one singular living organism.
Oh, there's also that tree that if you touch it, it causes you like a lifetime worth of pain. So that's pretty
Oh,
I hope it's all
fun.
focused in that single moment that you touched it so you can experience, hell forever.
No, it never
Oh,
goes away.
oh,
what if you
oh, that's good.
just cut off the finger?
I mean, I guess that would work.
Mm-hmm. You'd have a
Listen,
different pain for the rest of your life, but
listen,
Yeah,
you'd
you might
never be able to
feel
go into VR again because the phantom pain would kill you.
it.
And you can't hear the words
I love you.
they
Oh my god.
say.
He's so dumb. My favorite type of tree is cherry blossoms.
Oh, those are
Because
very pretty too.
I grew up in Washington State, and we had cherry blossoms all over the place, and whenever they bloomed in spring, it was very beautiful. I very much enjoyed it.
Tony Chopper ass
Ah.
answered.
Okay. Everyone loves Tony Chopper.
All right.
You think that's an insult?
If you were a pony from hit anime series My Little Pony, what would your cutie mark be?
Oh, hmm. A trash can.
Mhm.
Oh. Would the trash can have a little crown on it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Based.
I hope that
Did
it's
did
noticeable that some of these
did
questions are just from the guests asking us to add questions.
Hmm.
so have you ever had My Little Ponies? Like, did you have them growing up at all?
No, I watched it as a teenager.
Wait, do you mean like did I watch the show growing up or did I have one?
So I had the toys.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't have any. Well, I had little McDonald's toys from when I was in college. Because my friend was like, haha, we should buy these My Little Pony toys, as a joke. And I was like, yeah, I'm totally not into My Little Pony. And she was like, I'm just gonna throw this away. And I was like, no, 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 hold on. What if I hung them up in my car? It'd be so funny. And I
So
kept them.
there's a specific type that had little like jewels on their cutie marks, and the tiara would be bejeweled. It would be bedazzled.
Hmm. Uh,
Okay. So how did you meet Anna?
I was told that a very good friend of mine was going to be being interviewed,
Mhm.
and so I showed up to the stream, and then they recommended that I also be interviewed. So here I am, and it is a pleasure.
based. Based answer.
All right. So we have a little bit of an idea of why you started streaming, the need for companionship and friendship, which obviously, considering how well the whole streaming thing is going, I'm sure you've made a few. Why do you keep streaming? What brings you back to that go live button?
Um, one, I would be playing the games that I play anyway, so why not share it with the people that want to watch? Because I do have um a a decent amount of people that show up for just about every stream. They keep coming back, especially to my Final Fantasy ones. Eh,
Final Fantasy's pretty good.
and it is also just a way to keep up with all of the friends that I've made.
Mhm.
Absolutely. As I've noticed from having a wife who streams, there keeps being more collabs. There keep being more collabs, and there keep being more people in the collabs.
Mhm.
Yes.
And we love everyone that we collab with.
It's all fun and games until you have a 9-person Lethal Party collab or Lethal Company collab, and then everything is bad.
You only need 132 mods in order to make the game playable,
It was
right?
103,
I'm gonna keep adding more
and
numbers.
then the game just stopped working.
I love the fact that there were 103 mods, but everyone agreed if you removed this one mod and made it 102, the game would run fine. The back
Yeah.
rooms where all of the lights are constantly flickering and the game has to keep checking that was ruining the game.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's in the future for Pastel Possum? What are your plans? What do you want to do?
um, the only really big plan I go by increments of 50, like 50 followers. So every time I get another 50, I plan something that is either just funny, outrageous, things like that. Otherwise, it just stays pretty consistent with what I do, which is just play games. Um, there is one thing that I have been trying so hard to figure out how to make work, but I have to learn how to mix music, and that is not fun.
Like mixing songs together or just like making music?
So I am trying to figure out how to layer music right now so that I can sing on top of music that already
Hmm.
exists to do like covers and stuff.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know about any of that sort of stuff. But that sounds fun. So you're doing a karaoke stream at some point?
Hopefully, yes.
Nice.
So this doesn't exist, but if you were to go to the Annadelna channel and then go to playlists, there is a playlist of unlisted videos that might exist of me doing karaoke. Um,
I was gonna try and make you do karaoke during my birthday stream, but
you could have just asked. Um,
fair.
oh God, what was I gonna say? Oh, from mixing music, the standpoint of it being good content or not. In case you're worried about like actually starting doing it on your stream because you're worried it might be too different from what you're doing. From what I've noticed, most of the time, the people who have the most fun with mixing or the audiences that have the most fun with mixing is either you're really, really good at it, so you can make a song in effectively like 10 seconds.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've seen this one, but apparently there's like YouTube shorts of a guy who plays songs at like 30 times speed or something, puts stuff in there, and then once he slows it down to the actual speed, then it's a song. I don't know if that's real or not, but it looks funny, so I watch them. Or being really, really bad at it. If you're really, really bad at the mixing technology, that is also very fun to listen
Yes, I have seen a few of the really, really bad ones, and people
to.
eat it up. It's so fun.
Absolutely. So if you're worried about starting it up because you don't think you're quote unquote the greatest to ever do it, obviously you should. And then, of course, there's the third section of people, the people who aren't absolutely terrible at it, and the people who aren't world record speed running it, is the people who are good at it, the people who understand the software and are doing it. And while the mixing process itself probably won't be drawing as many people because of the fact that you're not either one of these two extremes, what really carries that is the person making the content. And from what we've talked about so far, I think the 100% are capable of carrying along the stream conversation and that frontal like movement forward while also just kind of figuring out what you're doing and where you're going with it. So I think 100% it would be amazing content no matter which point you're at in the process of doing it.
Okay, yeah.
Um uh, Also, you might have a little bit of the bug I do where everything has to be perfect before you decide to show it to the world. But as I said, you can look at the playlist. You can see me just fuck up horribly in these things. If you want to do karaoke, you can just type in YouTube song karaoke and then sing over it. You don't have to have perfect mixing technology to do that if that's what you want to do. Um, other
This
than
is correct.
yeah. Luckily, I have the brainworms of I need everything to be perfect for it to be seen, but I'm not a content creator, so I don't technically care that much about this, which is why I was able to put out those videos. Um,
I
God,
unfortunately also have the brain worm. It's bad.
yeah.
I got the brain worms too.
All right. Are you ready for the question that takes up about 10 to 20 minutes of the interview?
Sure.
Absolutely. Are you community minded? Now, to make sure that you understand this question, because as we have talked about with many interviewees over time, the community is the most important part of being a streamer. Everything that you do and everything that your community does shapes the perception of who you are, what you're doing, and what draws in new people and what keeps old people. Um, in order to make sure that I receive the most potent and based answer I can to this question, I have to give you the answer of every person we've interviewed before. So I hope that you can stick with me as I read through every person I've talked
Every
to.
single person.
It's important. You have to understand. Our answers have only been getting better, which means it's working. All
All
right.
right, let's go.
So the first person we've interviewed, as always, is Sacred's Hearts. Sacred's Heart's answer is the community is a safe space, and it's the whole point of why they stream. They want the ability of having someone who feels undervalued or underloved in the current predicament that they're in currently to have a place where they can feel safe, where they can feel seen. And that is kind of the whole purpose of why they do what they do and why they make the content that they do. They felt alone at one point. They felt validated and seen by a community, so they decided to make a community that's where all of that is what they do. Tony the Pinguino loves their community, but wants to be the same great streamer even if they have 0 or 1 million viewers. He really likes to shadow box, kind of, where he'll just talk about the game he's playing for a few minutes without really looking at chat. But of course, he also has the ability to look at chat and have a conversation with them. He just really wants to keep that quote unquote small streamer mentality no matter how big he gets. Sky Axons, the community are the background dancers, and a song will never be better than when the main act and the background dancers work together. Sky is so good at interacting with the community and making sure that the content can be made with both him and the community that if Sky shows up in your chat, he's just making a full stream of content from the chat because that's what
Mm-hmm.
he's good at. Glitched appreciates the community and enjoys the separation between content creator, content, and viewer. Glitched is an amazing artist who knits and crochets and has had really bad experiences with people trying to get too close to who they are. So they like to make it clear sometimes that, hey, by the way, I'm a content creator. I enjoy you being here, and I hope that you enjoy being here, but I'm not your personal friend. T Bonnie, not a streamer yet, but is excited to let it play out. Varden is letting it play out, but loves interacting with them. Doesn't really want to put them in a box, just kind of wants to let it happen and see where it goes. Annadelna, don't know if you've heard of them, great Dompier streamer.
Mm-hmm.
Likes the line between the content creator and the people who are viewing it, but will befriend the viewers that prove that they aren't mentally unstable. Little Droplet is trying to be friends with the whole community, but will set the line when necessary. Let me tell you, if there's one person with the energy required to be personal friends with every person that joins the stream, it is Little Droplet. Succulents has fun with the community and is letting it play out because he does not want to box them in. Similar answer. Zane, the editor, loves cooking up and improving the content that streamers give him, considers the VTuber that he works with his community more than the viewers, but does enjoy receiving feedback from both. As you can tell by the name, Zane the editor is far more an editor and will show up for collab streams, but doesn't really stream themselves. They just like editing content, making shorts, and working with VTubers like that. Ricky T Bones wants to be a hotel in an oasis in the middle of the desert, which is the internet as it is right now. And when you get that cool air, you can enjoy Ricky making content on the big stage. Likes the old timey feel of rolling up to a saloon with air conditioning, quote unquote. And just kind of being that comforting sit down, sigh and relief, and get to kick back and watch the content. Her Hinmo wants to be more of a circle of people all hanging out and sharing the cool stuff they found slash made. Um, in case the mental image isn't there, imagine an AA meeting with the plastic chairs with a bunch of people sitting in them, and they're all just kind of showing up and then throwing the coolest thing that they found in the middle. And then everyone's going like, "Oh my god, this is so sick!" And Perhinmo's there as well, making some content that's awesome. Jummington wants it to be a group of friends hanging out on a big couch playing video games, but they do reserve the right to throw a controller at you slash affectionate. Um, the Woodsman Jack, by the way, this is the person that gave us the favorite wood and tree question, wants it to feel like you were trekking through a forest and you see a campfire and you get to sit in that comfort alongside friends while eating some s'mores and drinking hot chocolate. Non-dairy, of course. Kaz Cassidy wants to be a safe space for people to learn about the arts, be weird, and be adults learning about themselves and growing. Because the learning process isn't just learning, it's learning to learn. And as Kaz is a teacher, he wants to impart that onto people who are watching the content. Cecily loves the feeling of being able to rely on their community. Making jokes and being goofy is the bread and butter of streaming. Loves their community, wants their community to know that they're loved, and loves being loved by their community. Great person. Captain Lockhart wants their community to be their crew and will make it to the treasure slash great content together. Similar to Sky, views fully that the people that you're streaming for are your crew, and a ship can't make it without the crew and the captain working together. Choco Ichigo. Nobody should ever feel alone slash outcasted, wants to make a space that people can feel welcomed, and your hyperfixations are valid and are Choco's now.
Mm-hmm.
In thanks for making her feel seen. And now, Pastelle Possum. What shall be etched in the stone of your what you think of your community? What do you want to be written?
So I want my community to be like a big old tea party that we all just got together, had some tea, and decided to play some games. I do play a lot of Final Fantasy, and I love that the community that I've built up around that. A lot of people actually have started calling me the Final Fantasy streamer. Um, they show up a lot, and they have been helping me get through the game. I love the fact that I can just pull people from the audience into the game with me to like run dungeons or do raids. It's a very, very fun time, and I would hope that my community also thinks it's a very, very fun time since they keep coming back. So
Sorry,
Final Fantasy
writing.
14 is peak.
All right, so I'm gonna read back to you what I've shrunk that down to, and of course, let me
Okay.
know if I've gotten anything wrong or you want to change anything. Wants
Okay.
the community to be a big tea party where everyone can get comfortable and everyone who proves they can handle it can participate.
Yes, I like that.
Absolutely. As I've said before, I'm waiting for the day someone looks me in the eyes and goes, "Holy, you fucked that up. You just really messed that one up." That's the day I'm waiting for.
Maybe just don't fuck it up then.
True.
Fuck it up, Kevin.
All right.
Woo!
Just be on point every time, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want it to happen. It'll be so funny.
He's been doing pretty good so far, but what do you call your chat?
I don't really have anything that I call my chat.
What do you consider your chat to be? Are they possums as well? Are they trash dwellers?
Trash goblins.
They are the denizens of the trash.
They
There
are
we
the
go. Canonizing it right
no,
now.
no, no,
They
no,
are
no,
my
no, no,
denizens.
no. We've had a lot of firsts on here, but we definitely don't want the name that you give your community to be finalized here. And so we'll workshop it. We'll workshop it. Like Santa has the little elves. You need little helpers around your trash mansion. You'll figure it out. Put them all in maid dresses. It'll make sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is your favorite memory of streaming?
Oh, huh. How PG are you?
Go for it. Go for it.
All right, best memory, favorite clip ever taken. Getting called 100% a bottom.
Mm.
And that is now the joke is that I am the bottom and I cannot live it down and it is so funny.
Do you exhibit bottom behavior?
Yes.
Fair enough.
I am very ooh woo. What's this? I can't.
Woo.
Ha 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 ha! I can do it.
Fair enough.
VTubing technology might have been a mistake.
Mhm.
They're committing war crimes with it. And of course, as always, this question can be vetoed. What is your least favorite memory from streaming?
Mm,
Everyone on the internet is bottom.
yeah, I might have to pass up on that one.
Hey,
Fair
no,
and
no
valid.
problem at all. No problem at all.
That's why we give you the option to veto it.
Most of the time, the question is just meant to allow a moment for all of us to yell at people who are annoying in stream. But of course,
Yeah.
mhm.
what do you... Oh, sorry.
Why do you have / use the art that you use for like your thumbnail and your model? I guess you don't really use a thumbnail for Twitch, but
No, I have made a few thumbnails for various VODs and stuff that I've posted. But I use the models that I have because I can make them myself.
fair and valid. It
This
is
is-
a very nice feeling when you can say that you've made your model yourself. You've put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, and it is all your own.
Unfortunately, this dress was an asset that I got from someplace else, but
So is mine.
this is all thrown together by me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
And I quite like
sometimes you just gotta say, Man, I wish I could sew my own shirt, but damn, I got this shit on.
Hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you
Yeah.
put something on made by someone else, you go, ah, yeah, this was mine now. Sorry to say.
It's really hard to make clothes and to make them look good from Vroid. Like, massive props to people that can do it. I cannot. So I just rock the shit that I got.
Yeah, I will say that I do do commissions on the side
Oh.
for Vroid stuff, and the one that I have been working on for a while because I lost my tablet's pen, um, is has been quite a lot. Scales. There's so many scales. There's so many, and they're all over the place. And I hope he hears this.
Scales. Oh.
Would you say I might know who you're talking about?
You would. You
Oh,
would
Okay,
very
yeah.
well know. And
ah,
he knows that I hate doing this.
You know, it's funny that you mention a very specific person that we absolutely are not going to name. I got a message from them last night when I sent you, or the other night, when I sent you the work in progress thumbnail, and he said Lamau25 because of the stink lines.
Yes. Yes, yes. He's the one that gave me the scrungly little guy to put in the trash can.
Is there a difference between games that are fun to play and games that are fun to stream?
Yes. Um Final Fantasy 14 is intensely fun to stream, especially if you have a community that can like I was talking about earlier, come together and like help out and do stuff like that. But if you were just trying to sit down and play Final Fantasy 14 by yourself, oh my gosh.
Hell.
It is mind-numbingly boring for
Mhm.
certain parts. There is so much politics going on.
Yeah.
here's the problem that I run into. I used Bozja to level every single one of my classes to max level. So the concept of mind-numbingly boring doesn't really compute with me anymore for Final Fantasy XIV. It's all just kind of a gray blob. Um,
Ah,
so we have an idea of a game that was fun to stream, but wasn't that fun when you play it by yourself? Do you have any examples of a game that you had a lot of fun playing by yourself, but when you went to stream it, you just kind of went, oh, this is bad.
hmm. Fortnite.
Really?
Fortnite.
I have to focus so hard on what I am doing that I just cannot interact with my chat.
Are you in
Fair.
OG no build or do you be building?
I do not be building. I do not have the mental capacity to handle that.
One day we're
I
gonna meet someone who goes, "Oh yeah, I love Fortnite with building."
I don't like the building. I don't even think the people that play Fortnite with building likes the building aspect.
It allows for so much more skill expression. When you get that notification that someone shot at you and you build the entire tower, Eiffel Tower, you know, that just means you were better at the game.
Hmm. I There's something about Fortnite that is just it's a lot sometimes. That's why I went from playing it once a week with my friends to just once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I used to do Fortnite Fridays with some people, and oh.
I'm so glad you got the idea from or for Fortnite Friday from me because I'm definitely the person that came up with that.
She also did Fortnite Friday, if that
I
wasn't
did.
clear.
Now I'm doing it
Hey,
on Saturdays usually because I do collabs with a group of friends on Fridays.
fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now here's another one of my favorite questions.
Oh god.
Were you on Tumblr?
Yes,
I like your shoelaces. Where did you get them from?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's go!
Thank God.
Yes, casual viewer. All right. Do you know about Super Hulak?
Yes. What do you mean? I described my trash can as a TARDIS earlier.
Well, you can know about Doctor Who, but not know Super Hulak.
Super
Was
cool.
Doctor Who your favorite of the three?
No.
Oh, which one was your favorite?
Sherlock.
Oh, I was so hoping it was the other one. No, wait, you liked Sherlock?
I love Sherlock.
Oh, it's present tense.
I
Oh, that's
still
I
like it,
present tense.
yes.
I'm so glad that I was casual on Tumblr and I still have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What about Sherlock did you like? We're out of the interview for a second. What about Sherlock did you like?
Hmm.
Benedict Cumberbatch was hot.
No, come on. What about the story? What about the characters?
I thought possums were afraid of cucumbers.
That's cats.
That's true.
I do actually really, really like the whole Blackadder storyline. Very, very good femme fatale.
Mm-hmm. What do you
I
think of
love a good
Moriarty?
femme fatale.
You see, that's an actual character
Mori
that I agree with you on, so I can't make fun of it. I need to find something to make fun of.
Moriarty was that is not my favorite depiction of Moriarty.
Hmm.
I'll be honest with you. Nah.
I mean, hey, at least it was some gay coded representation, right? Haha.
Oh.
Ha ha ha. What about the fact
Ah,
that every single season after he quote unquote died, all of the endings of the seasons were just, haha, what if Moriarty came back? Just kidding.
uh, it did be like that.
It did
Um
be like that.
Also, Martin Freeman is just a fantastic actor.
Listen, Watson is a good character, all right? Did a great job.
And then next in the list is Doctor Who, and then Supernatural. I never even finished it, but I did watch a decent chunk of it.
Did you get up to season 5?
No.
How oh, to me, that's 13 season show. Don't ask why I know all the seasons. Don't never whatever. The show exists as season 1 to season 5 for me. At the end of season 5, the show ended, and you could do whatever you want with the rest of it. I don't care. But an amazing show, wonderful, nice little monster of the week that also had a story going underneath it. It was really good, and then it kept going. Um, Anyway, Tumblr was good. Tumblr did good things to my brain as a developing human.
And
I'll
then they
say
banned porn and everyone abandoned Tumblr.
we don't have to
You
bring that up
see,
every time.
I do.
I used to run a Hitalia cosplay account, so
Is Hitalia the one where it's all of the countries or people?
yes.
I've seen those. Now
I've
I'm scared that I've seen your account before.
I've I know very little about Italia because everything I saw about it was just little bits of the anime and it scared me.
The anime is quite frightening. That is a valid response.
All I know about Hitalia is the fact that was it Orion, oh god, Orion like host club or something like that.
Or on
Oh
Host
my
Club.
goodness, Oron Host Club.
Yeah, all I
Uh
know about it is those two were similar enough that their fan bases intermingled a lot, and for some reason I got roped into the Orin thing, and so I saw a bunch of Italia. Also a bit of Black Butler, but I think Black Butler was bad for me, so I stopped looking at it.
People just really like the whole butler service thing.
Yeah, of course.
I don't get it.
Listen, Tumblr was a good time, alright?
Part of the
Mm.
reason I may have agreed to make a model for We Know Who is maybe so that I could put him in a butler outfit, but we're not going to talk about that.
No,
I mean,
listen.
mad respect that you put him in a butler outfit instead of a maid dress.
The
Oh
price
my
has to
goodness,
be
I've also
paid.
put him in a bra. It's
Oh,
great.
peak.
The price has to be paid, alright?
You gotta keep those moves under control.
All right, we'll go back to the interview or whatever.
Uh-huh.
What is your favorite genre of game?
um, probably RPG.
MMORPG or RP? I'm so sorry. Let me be far
It's
more clear. RPG is a term that has been so watered down with every other interpretation of what an RPG can be that I'm just gonna ask, can you name some games so I can have an idea of what kind of RPG you're talking about?
yeah, so I really like the Pokemon franchise. I have played every single game since Crystal came out.
Eek.
Um, I of course really like Final Fantasy 14. Um, I played one or two of the other Final Fantasies, but I was much younger and cannot remember which ones they were. Roman numerals get like jumbled up in my brain.
Well, that
Um,
and 4 and 6 get mixed up so often. It's hard to keep track.
and I oh, what was the other game? Oh dear. I mean, I do kind of consider Baldur's Gate to be an RPG
Yeah,
type
of
game.
course.
Yeah,
Do you
I
enjoy
I
allocating stat points?
yes.
Mm.
Oh, oh no. Oh,
Oh
the brain
no.
I
worms.
The
love
brain worms.
Baldur's Gate. I will min-max the hell out of Baldur's Gate.
As much as I shit on Baldur's Gate, I've never actually played it. All I played was Divinity Original Sin 2.
Mhm.
And never finished it because every time I try and play it with someone, they always just abandon it.
So the reason why we never made it past Act 2 of Divinity Original Sin 2 is because I'm a huge creature collector fan, and I love playing games where I can summon little guys to do my work for me.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
summoner in Divinity Original Sin 2 is meant to be a subclass that you take alongside your quote unquote real class. So it just doesn't have a lot of the stuff that it needs to in order to be a main class, which
You would
means that
get.
you can max it out and still not be powerful enough to deal with regular monsters in Act 2. So then you start looking for other methods of dealing damage because I don't want to be a stupid fighter or a bow guy or a wizard. Those are all dumb. I want my little guy to do my fighting for me. So then you look up how to deal damage without having any of those classes and you realize, huh, telekinesis is pretty good for dealing damage. Huh, you're telling me if I stack a crate inside a crate inside a crate inside a crate, you can effectively have an infinite weight item that deals infinity damage if you telekinesis on top of an enemy? Oh, I've completely broken the game. I don't want to play it anymore.
You get inside your head so much.
I want to summon a little guy and they made it annoying.
Then just summon a
Hey,
little guy.
Uh huh.
lil dudes
Yeah,
are perfect.
that's true. As a little guy myself, little guys are perfect. What were we talking about?
You are
I'm so
such a
sorry.
creature.
RPGs.
Oh, right, right,
Um
right, right.
Oh yeah, and I played the Fields of Mistra, which is also, I do believe, would be considered an RPG. Very good game.
Fair, fair, fair. Do you have a favorite typing in Pokemon?
Oh, this looks adorable.
Ooh,
Wait, I've looked
favorite
at this before.
typing.
My favorite types are
Favorite typing.
Steel, Ghost, and Bug. Though in order, it would be Steel is my favorite.
Oh, so I can pick three. Okay,
Yeah, you can
the
pick as
three.
many as
I
you
like that.
want.
All right. Definitely in order: fairy, plant, water.
I never would have guessed Fairy was your favorite, by the way. I never would have guessed that.
Really?
No, absolutely not. I'm lying.
You're such a dick.
What's your favorite type, love?
Hmm. Psychic.
Ew.
Electric is a close second.
Your favorite Pokemon is Jolteon.
Yeah, he's my little guy. And my second favorite is Gardevoir.
You don't even like Espeon.
Gleep gloop.
That's true. You do be Glorpin. Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
Oh,
Add that to the list.
yes, I do. And it is neither a fairy, a water, or a grass type.
That's just how it is.
My favorite Pokemon is Flaffy.
Based.
I just want to be clear. I've added what is your favorite Pokemon, so I will be attributing that question to you, Pastelle. I hope that helps.
Perfect, wonderful, I love it.
Also, what is a Flaffy?
You don't know what Flaffy is?
It evolves from Mareep. It's before Ampharos.
A second evolution?
Yes!
Oh!
It's so cute.
I could understand Mareeper. Oh god, what's the final one?
Ampharos.
Well, Ampharos just looks kind of weird and naked, and Mareep does look very, very fluffy. But I love the fact that Flaffy just has like the little fluff here and there. It's not all fluffy. It's not all weird naked.
Every Pokemon has a person who thinks they're their favorite. I'll give you that. But if you wanted Ampharos to be more fluffy, why not Mega Evolve it?
It's not the
I don't
same.
think I've ever seen a Mega Evolved Ampharos.
Okay,
Damn.
so imagine Ampharos with like longer hair.
With
Like down
hair.
to its back, yeah. I mean, of course, you could also just look up Mega Evolved Ampharos, but that's not as funny as the image I'm painting.
I want the $500 life-size Mareep plush.
No.
Oh my goodness, I do too.
He says no, but he knows it's gonna happen one day.
No.
Jesus.
Alright.
You're having too much fun.
Do you have a least favorite genre of games? Except, of course, all Legend of Zelda's behind Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild is the only good one.
I hate
So
you so
what
much.
is your least favorite genre of games, to be clear?
Okay, first off, before I answer your question,
You can
Spirit Tracks is fantastic.
I
you can
love
just
Spirit Tracks.
skip past that part and just tell us your least favorite genre. You can just implicitly agree with me. We don't have to go into the whole back and forth of why everyone is bad except Breath of the Wild. We can just move past it since it's obvious.
Such a dick.
However, my least favorite type of game probably
Breath of the Wild.
I'm not huge on rhythm games.
That's so fair. Listen, you need to get Patapon and then hate your life for the hour that you decide to give it a try, alright? That'll really help you out with your hatred of rhythm games. Have you seen Friday Night Funkin'?
Yes, I have seen it, but I have never played it.
This is going to be an odd question, but I'm hoping it unlocks something. Do you think you hate rhythm games because you understand how music works?
Yes.
I knew it. Because a lot of times rhythm games try to go like, oh yeah, you hit it on the beat. But if you pay attention, sometimes the beat of the music and the quote-unquote beat they want you to be hitting on are not the same. So if they're a little bit off and you understand music, I would 100% believe that, oh, this is awful.
Yeah, it is a problem that I have had since I started doing music, and the Genshin rhythm events are probably the worst ones. They are so bad.
Have you played the Fortnite rhythm events?
Hated.
I play the Fortnite one because a certain Stinky really, really likes it, and
Wait, the Fortnite what?
The Fortnite rhythm
it
events,
makes
the one
him
that got your
happy.
copyright
Oh,
claim.
yeah, I do like that one.
By the way, I was joking when I didn't mention him before. We can just mention him. We don't have to
No, I
keep
think it's
dancing.
I think it's funnier this way.
Oh, okay, all right,
yes,
man.
it is. It is very funny.
This is my fault, and I want to say I'm not sorry for it.
Never been sorry before in my life.
It's
He
just
who
something
shall
right
not
now.
be named.
it's just kind of funny, a thing I've noticed overall of like people who know guns kind of hate gun simulators. People who know how to cook really well kind of hate cooking simulators. And
Speaking
as
of
someone
guns.
who runs a store, I hate store simulators.
Spent all day being a wage cuck. Can't wait to go home and play the wage cuck game.
The worst part is people who haven't been going and playing it and going, people complain about this? And I lost my mind.
I can imagine that if there was a teaching simulator, I might actually hate that more than
A teaching simulator?
rhythm games.
You haven't played Fire Emblem Four Houses, the greatest teaching simulator to ever exist?
I have never played a Fire Emblem game.
Oh, well, if you like RPGs, apparently those are some. Have you ever played Final Fantasy Tactics?
No, but I have heard that I should.
Well, the Tactics game is getting a re-release soon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Me personally, I don't really like those move your character around stuff. I like my monster collectors and team battlers to kind of just be I pick a move, you pick a move, I pick a move.
Mhm.
That's what I enjoy. I like dealing with stats and figuring out which elements are good rather than, oh, my unit has an attack range of 3 blocks and they have an attack range of 1 block. So I want to move this far away so that I can. It all gets jumbled in my head and I hate it and I try to min max everything.
Look.
Ah,
Oh God, I just thought of this. I'm so sorry. I'm going on a huge tangent. I'm so sorry if you don't care
There
about
needs to
it.
be a good cooking sim game like Cooking
Uh,
Mama.
Cooking Mama is a great sim, and I've heard that it's actually real.
You just can't download the Switch version because it'll mine crypto through your Switch.
Listen,
what?
listen. Cooking Mama decided she wants crypto coin, and I will give it to her. So as a creature collector, my favorite creature collector to have ever been released is Monster Hunter Stories 1. I think it is a 10 out of 10, perfect on almost every level, outside of things I don't really care about. Me and Anna have been super excited about them. We played through 1 and 2 on our channel, and we had a lot of fun with them. As a perfectionist, I have about like 6 times the hours in the game than you do, but we've both 100% completed 1 and we're working on in 2. 3 got announced a few months ago. So I've been watching content talking about it, and some people were saying, "Oh man, I sure hope that Monster Hunter Stories 3, which is a turn-based monster collector game, is going to have clair obscure parrying systems because people have now realized that turn-based games don't have to be boring where you both just pick a move. I really hope they add some interaction in it." And
I just
for,
want Insect Glaive and
for having no hair to pull out, I wanted to scream. I just want my turn-based games to be turn-based. I don't think Claire Obscure did anything wrong. Much like South Park in the asshole or whatever it's called.
Stick of Truth, the
Fractured
Fractured
Butthole,
Butthole.
yeah. Like having that, if you want your turn-based game to have a little Super Mario Bros. Parry system, fine. I'm not gonna play it. I don't want to
Have
hit
you
bugs.
have you ever played Crusader Kings?
I've watched it. It scares me.
I love that game so much.
Do you want to give people an idea of what Crusader Kings is?
Chaos. I like to rewrite history.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos. Chaos.
Most of the time I just like to eradicate France.
That is a stance to take on international politics, but all right.
I I will sit there and do everything in my power to stop France from ever existing
Based.
for
Crusader
no real reason. I
Crusader Kings is the game where you can like look at the people who are running the place and mess with them in order to mess with their politics and stuff like that.
Yes, you can also like make your own self-insert OC.
Yeah, of course, of course. What is your general strategy for that part of the game?
um just just chaos.
Oh
Just
no.
make some of the worst decisions that I possibly can. I've never beaten the game because of this, but
The Jonkler mentality. Um, yeah, I think the worst thing I've ever seen from the Crusader Kings thing is indoctrination is kind of a thing you can just do where you capture other people's like wives or kids or themselves and you can hold them in a dungeon and then just tell them things or like put them down as oh yeah try to turn them to our side and then you can just send them back out and they'll still be the rulers of their country or whatever but now they have a loyalty towards you
I made the Pope pagan.
Yeah, that is a thing you can do. That's the kind
Uh,
of point of Crusader Kings that I'm like, wow, that's a really interesting system that works really well. I'm never touching it because this exists.
oh, it was so fun to make the Pope pagan.
I've watched a few multiplayer games where people who don't really pay as much attention to that part of the game won't look at their family tree or like their politicians as people, so they don't check that tab much, so they don't notice that their wife has been kidnapped for the past month. And when she just randomly shows up again and starts stabbing all of your servants because you're not paying attention, you don't see that. So suddenly, when your country is surrendering to a faction that has way less people than yours, you don't understand that you've been, politically assassinated. God, that game is scary.
Oh, but it's so fun.
That's fair. All right. What movies do you like?
Ooh. Um. Hmm. So, all-time favorite movie. This might date me a little bit. Uh, all-time favorite movie, Van Helsing.
Van
Haven't they
Helsing.
remade that like 3 times?
I do not think so.
Van Helsing, the 2004 action horror film?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've
Oh.
seen this one.
It is so bad. Let me preface,
Oh,
it
I
is
love bad movies.
a bad movie. The CGI in it is awful. But
Oh.
I grew up watching it, and I
Mhm.
love it so much.
It's got that millennial twang to it.
Have you seen Zombievers?
I have heard of Zombievers. I have
It
not
is
seen Zombievers.
it's so bad, and they know it's bad. I miss blooper reels and credits so much
Have you
because they
seen Rubber?
Rubber. I have not, but I know I've heard of it so much.
I just want
Rubber's
to be a
pretty
tire.
good.
I
I
want to be a
know.
psychic tire that can destroy things with my tire mind.
I just like funny, silly movies that like don't even like they take themselves seriously, but at the same time they don't.
Oh, last night actually I watched Willie's
Wi-
something.
Willy's Wonderland.
Yes, I watched
Oh,
that with with Stinky who shall not be named.
the FNAF movie that isn't FNAF.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh my god, that movie is so fucking good. They
It
could
was
only
so
afford to
great.
hire him as an actor. They couldn't afford to pay him to talk. Oh,
All
that
these
was
people are
so
like,
great.
a Legend of Zelda movie could never exist because how can you have your main character not talk? I just throw 10 copies of the movie at him and go watch it.
I need to watch the Shaun of the Dead series.
Oh yeah, those are pretty good.
The Cornetto trilogy. Yeah,
The
it's really
Cornetto
good.
trilogy?
Every movie they eat Cornettos.
What's Cornetto?
Uh, like a gas station ice cream cone.
Hmm. Let's
It's
see.
British.
The Cornetto trilogy. Holy shit, it is actually called that.
Yeah, of course.
All
All
right.
right. So we have like 2 questions left, which one of them is it's plugging. But the question I'm gonna ask before that, you brought it up and we didn't go much into it. Music. What is music?
It's the sound in between radio stations. The static.
As a
Well,
musician, music.
music is the sound created by vibrations
Uh-huh.
done in a rhythmic manner,
Uh-huh.
often associated
Uh-huh.
with notes written on a
Oh.
sheet of paper, however,
Oh.
sometimes can be free flowing from the mind.
Oh. And how do you feel spiritually about music?
I mean, I've grown up playing music. My family, they're all musicians.
Hmm.
Uh, it's something that is very, very important to me and to my life.
This is going to be an
I
odd
really like
question.
emo music.
This is going to be an odd
Mm.
question. Do you feel forced into music?
No.
That's good. Okay. Some people who I've met who have had families who do X thing, so they're raised with the expectation that they'll do X thing. Even if they start enjoying it later on in life, generally have this feeling of like, would I have been into it if I had the option to choose to not do it?
I get that. I was very, very pushed into painting when I was younger, and I barely paint anymore.
Fair. So your digital artistry is still very strong, considering the fact that he who shall not be named requires your assistance with it.
Oh yes.
Huh.
That's
I
true.
do still do art. I mostly pay? I pay. Yeah, I pay with clay. I do
Based.
pottery.
Oh.
I've been wanting to try like each different art medium to see if there's any that really click to me because art itself is fun even if you're not good at it. Like I'm not too terribly good at art. I've drawn off and on throughout my life, but I want to try painting with like an easel. I want to try doing pottery. I just like trying new things.
Pottery wheels are very fun, especially when when you mess up and clay goes flying across the room.
Well, that's the point of it, isn't it?
And then
Use
and then there's instances like there was a viral I think it was like a clip from a movie that was two people very, very uh sensually handling clay on a potter's wheel.
Oh, are you talking about the clip from the movie where the guy's a ghost?
I have no idea what the movie is about.
You can't spoil the Sixth Sense like that.
That's the Sixth Sense?
No,
What? Jesse, the fuck are you talking about?
it's a joke.
Alright, odd flex.
So I just want to be clear here. You are gathering all of your links and stuff. So the places that you stream, your X account, your Blue Sky, where everyone can find you. If you have a Discord server, you're gathering all of that in the background while we're doing this, right?
Uh,
Because I said it's
uh,
time to chill, right? You are doing that, right?
I didn't know you wanted actual links for that.
Well, I
Oh,
just need the names for it. She'll handle all of that stuff. But
yeah.
As I do everything else.
um, music wise, what's your favorite instrument?
Oh, it has to be the third contrabass flute.
Third contrabass flute.
It is so tall that I have seen people have to stand on little step stools to be able to play it because I'm gonna be honest with you, flautists are short.
How dare they?
Congrats on 250 followers on Twitch, by the way.
Wait, what?
I
As
definitely
always.
wasn't the 250th. Watching to make sure that I could be that. Definitely.
Oh, I have to get I have to get crack ship art done now.
Let's
Oh.
go. So
As
anyways,
always,
twitch.tv
Annadelna
slash
first.
Pastelle Possum VT.
Mhm. And
Um
is that flute your favorite instrument to play, or?
I have never actually been able to play one. I love the way they sound,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so deep and haunting sounding.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Because normally you hear flute and it's like high pitched tiddly tiddly doo, and then you
Mm-hmm.
see a third contrabass flute and it's like Mongolian throat singing.
Yeah. I think
Oh, what is that?
a third contrabass flute.
Why does it look like that? It's huge!
It was just explained to you.
It's taller than the person playing it!
That's why they have little step
Yes.
stools.
That's even big! Oh my god, this is a whole rabbit hole I'm going down.
You were given this information. I think my favorite instrument, which again, the only instrument I've played is a recorder, and let me tell you, I could fuck up hot cross buns. Um,
He
I think
also
my favorite
really
instrument to
wanted
listen
to
to,
play. What was the song that you wanted to play in Final Fantasy 14?
there were a few of them.
Yeah, what was the one you wanted to play in Final Fantasy
Like
14?
there was Happy Birthday, there was Hot Cross Buns. I think there was a Christmas song in there that was a pretty simple one that they said was easy to learn to play through that. Um, but yeah, through playing Final Fantasy 14, it really locked in the fact that with my no knowledge, I think my favorite instrument that I would learn to play is like flute or something. I just like the windy sounds and stuff like that. It's very soothing. And
Hmm.
I think magic through a flute looks cool. So a flute or an ocarina, that kind of thing.
Ooh.
He likes the Pied Piper in
Yes, I do
Raven's
love the
Watch.
Pied Piper. That is also very true. Such a
The only
cool
thing I know about
design.
flutes is that it sounds amazing in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Fucking love Xenoblade! Anyways, what were we talking about?
My God, is the Monado a treble bass flute?
No, he just plays flute.
A triple axle?
Double spinning edge.
All right, was there anything else you wanted to say about instruments and music before we move on to shilling?
Um, I can tell you my least favorite instrument to try to play.
Please, please, yes, I need more hatred. We have not been hateful at all.
The sousaphone.
Oh,
Mm,
sussophone? God, vote it
I
out, am I
hate the
right?
sousaphone.
I agree. I also hate the sussy phone.
he just says words sometimes.
The sussophone.
Why do they make
It
instruments
makes my
that
face feel weird and I hate it.
Is this a worse not a trombone?
So the sousaphone is the tuba that wraps around your body.
Tuba. Okay.
eh.
All I know about tubas is there's this clip from a news interview where the guy's like, "Listen to this tuba," and then he drops the microphone into it.
I love that video.
So I was a very small child, and when I was younger, they were testing out what instrument we would be best for our physiology, because that does play a part in it sometimes. And they put a sousaphone on me, and I crumpled like a napkin.
Real.
You fought it and you lost. That's the way it goes sometimes.
I found the video, by the way.
All
Uh,
right. In case it wasn't clear, she's playing the video right now. That's why we've stopped talking. And then he has to freak out and try to get it out. Yeah, that's fair. All
uh,
right.
the only instrument I ever played was the bigger of the two saxophones. I played it in grade school as my forced instrument. I think that's tenor saxophone.
Of course, as I said, I was forced to play a recorder for school. But outside of school, my parents really wanted me to get into piano, which they forced me to go to lessons for. And let me tell you, hated every second of it.
Oh, I
Real.
am awful at the piano. I technically know how to do it, but I hate playing it.
But listen, I bet. Oh God, it's. Oh, Mary Had a Little Lamb. I bet you can play that though.
Oh, I can tear up Mary Had Little Lamb.
Absolutely. All right, chill. Tell us where you are. Where do you stream? Where do you
Um,
post? What's your Discord?
I have a X account. I never post there. I think
Hmm.
it is literally just Pastelle Possum.
Hmm.
Um, I have a TikTok. I post occasionally.
A TikTok, and it's not written down. What's your TikTok? Is it just Pastel
TikTok still
Possum?
exists.
Pastelle Possum VT.
Okay, okay. And
Um,
when our glorious overlords from the great state of China take over, uh,
they will probably not like me. I make a
mm,
lot of lewd jokes.
mm, all right,
I stream on Twitch, Pastel Possum VT,
of course, of
and
course.
I do have a Discord server called the Happy Little Dumpster.
The happy little dumps.
Nope, Lil. Lil.
Lil.
Happy little dumpster.
Sorry, did you say Twitter and Blue Sky as well?
I think I have a Blue Sky. I cannot tell you what the name of it is. I have not used it.
I can
And what
find
was your
it.
Hitalia Tumblr account? Just so we can add that as well.
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Pastelle Possum VTuber. Found you.
But yeah, that's just about everything. Oh, there is the YouTube channel, but it's just kind of an archive at this point, and it's not even a very good one.
Fair.
If you
fair,
have it, then it must be amazing.
fair. As I've said before, you're gonna make it far, kid. You've got the chops for it, bucko, you know?
Show me how to lie, you're getting better all the time.
I'm gonna get a flute one of these days and I'm gonna learn how to play it. I'm gonna have that thing. I'm pretty sure this is a thing. You can tell me if I'm just lying because you know music. Some people just can't play the flute, like at all, no matter how hard they try, because they can't do the thing
Uh,
with their mouth and make the wind go the right way.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
to kind of curl your mouth over top of it. I When I started really getting into the music, I had braces, and let me tell you, it was not fun to pull your own lip out of your braces every time
Ugh.
you had to stop playing.
Ugh. I don't like metal on my teeth.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant. I think you'd
But that
enjoy playing
is
the triangle.
That's true.
the triangle is fun.
Play the electric triangle.
That's a war crime. All right. Any last statements for the people watching at home since I'm really good at outros?
Well, we also
Hmm.
need to know who's next.
No. Not yet. We
Okay.
got two people waiting for me to figure out what my schedule is next week to set up interviews. We will ask for more people after that point.
Well, that's kind of fucked up to just disregard them like that, but fine, whatever.
I didn't disregard them at all. I'm stating that they're in the plans, which is why we're not asking for new people.
I'm doing a thing called joking. I'm being facetious,
Yeah, I'm
which is a
joking as
fancy
well.
way of saying I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to say before we end the interview? Since I'm so good at outros, as you can clearly tell.
Oh, I am also great at them. I mean, not really, other than I just found out I hit 250. Yay!
Yippee!
Yippee!
Everyone go. You can't like on Twitch. Everyone go follow her now. I command you.
Listen, once the karaoke streams start, it's gonna be a banger. Do you plan on playing instruments on stream, or are you mainly focused on doing karaoke for stream?
I think I am mainly focused on karaoke right now. I
Mhm.
would need a much more elaborate setup to be able to play an instrument on stream.
And just to be clear, you don't.
For the flute, you do.
You could just put a microphone in the room. Like, of course, you'd want more noise canceling stuff, but you absolutely can just play the flute.
So, the microphone that I have, if I try to sing too high pitched,
Mm-hmm.
it peaks.
Mm.
I cannot imagine doing the flute or, God forbid, the piccolo.
What you need to do, and I'm making all of this up as I go along because I think it's funny. Remove the noise gate so it cancels out, and just every time you peak, have it make a noise that kills everyone who's listening to it. I think that would be great.
Feed them the soup that blinds
Brilliant.
them.
The soup of blindness. That's true. Oh, sorry. We're ending the episode after this question. As a musician who's clearly beaten out Mozart, who's beaten out every known artist in the past, is the brown note real?
Yes.
I have never heard the brown note. I cannot verify.
Ah,
Nor
she's owned by the
deny.
corporations. She's too far gone. She knows. All right, bye. All right, bye.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
we're ending the
Yeah,
recording.
no, we
Okay.
outroed. We outroed.
Okay, we
We
outro.
outroed.
Goodbye,
We outroed.
everyone.
Well, it was wonderful having you, Pastelle Possum. Any
Love.
pronouns, who streams around an 18+ rating, who is on Twitch as Pastelle Possum VT, who's on TikTok as Pastelle Possum VT, and who's on Blue Sky. Bye.
Goodbye.